In this podcast, we share some of the challenges and difficulties in life. Content may include open dialogue about topics such as suicide, depression, feeling lost or alone, anxiety, addiction struggles, homophobia, and descriptions of bullying experiences.
Well, hello, Connor. Hello, Cynthia.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, you're supposed to say hello, Calvin, or Cal, or just what? It is like a
Cal.
greeting and a welcoming. It's just like, okay, we're not friends.
Hello, thorn in my side. Or Calvin, I'm sorry.
That's something Bob would say to me. But anyway, I'm going to talk about Bob and I's greatest, amazing accomplishment that we've done, not just for our society, but for ourselves, just to show that we've accomplished what I said from the beginning. We had purpose and we had reason, and we came up with this last business we started. And it was called the VIP Club. And what happened is Bob and I already had a big major business, and it was a security company, and we had over 100 some odd employees. And we had it for many, many years. We started it in the 80s. And over time, we were forced to close our business because of workman's comp. The rates kept going up because of incidences and everything that came in. That's before California came in and had regulations and all that kind of stuff. So we were forced to sell off our assets and close that business. And we're just sitting at home. And Bob and I were just like talking. It's like, what are we going to do? And so we just decided, well, let's open up. There's only one gay club here in Riverside. And it was called the Menagerie. And Bob was going, okay, well, when we met, you were younger and I was older, and we had no place to go. So let's open up a restaurant with a liquor license beer and wine, and let's just do that. And then that way we can allow any age coming in, but we'll just put a limitation, like just be 18 and over and whatever. So anyway, we were just talking, and then, we just tabled it for a little bit. And then all of a sudden I go, Bob, your mom had beer bars when you were younger, so you have a little bit of knowledge. So let's go for it. We will do anything just at the moment. We have to think about it. We just analyze it. So we hired a friend of ours that was a realtor, and he was going around looking for places. I mean, we looked at probably 30 locations.
Wow.
But Bob kept coming back to this one location across from the Riverside Plaza, and it was called Felipe's Italian Grotto. And when we would go in there, it was like closed for years, it seemed like, because it was like filthy, ugly, just everything. It was just like bugs and dead rats. It was it was atrocious. And I couldn't see the vision that Bob saw. But Bob loved this building because he seen the length of the building, and he would just like visualize it. He was like a Disney. He just like can imagine what it could be. So anyway, we decided, and it was probably like right around June of '92. And we signed up a lease to take the building to start our business. So when we started it, we brought in another partner to do the kitchen part because I was a cook and Bob was a cook, but we needed a professional cook. So we brought in Robert and he was the cook. And so we all went in there and it was just called the VIP Club. VIP means very important person. And our thought was that we will allow anyone to come in the building and have service and whatever. But if you just respect what our goal was, is to accept everyone. So that was our purpose. And to tell you what I'm saying right now is not my truth. It is my truth because we have been there in that location for over 31 years, and that's from 1992. So we have touched hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people just for accepting their truth and just being the person that who they are and becoming. And we've developed lifelong friends because of it. And we've seen people that touched our lives and passed away. And we've seen people that have gone and done amazing things. We've seen so many people grow just because we opened up a place for young people to come in to meet people like themselves and be safe. So that's what the VIP was and became. And we even survived through COVID, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's just amazing that when you have such a heart of giving of self, you get the reward and it's kept. So I don't know what else to say, but I could tell lots and lots and lots of stories about customers and people. I don't really know where to go from this point, but the pride and the most best thing that Bob and I have ever done was open up the VIP Club.
Can I ask you about difficulties in opening up? Do you have any issues with the city or because of the kind of establishment it was going to be?
Bob was like at the beginning, we already knew how to run a business. We got the electricity turned on, and this is a story, a little bit of clip. But Bob was so controlling of making sure it's going to happen. So we had the electricity turned on. We had everything else done around. And then we had to go to get our city license to be able to open. And we had to submit plans of the building and all that kind of stuff. So Bob did all that. That's how Bob was. And the amazing thing that I want to tell you, Bob did for so many young people like he did for me. He probably saved so many young ones by understanding the negativity from the parents or understanding the negativity of friends or, just whatever, of just being who they are. And when he would talk to the young ones, he would just say, okay, in this circumstances, Cal and I would have done this. He would never tell them what to do. He would always suggest that this is how we would have done it, or this is how we would have handled it, or this is that circumstances, and that is that circumstances, but You are who you are, and you have to believe in yourself. And he always gave that back to them, but he always listened to them. He even dealt with couples that were in the same situation Bob and I were in as a couple, and they become abusive. And Bob handled that too. He would talk to them like, you don't deserve to that. You don't need that negativity because that negativity is against self. You got to think of self. Either you step back from it or you stop it. I mean, it's just like that you can't be abused. So that's why I just want to talk about Bob a lot. After his passing, I missed him so much. And his value to our business, his value to me was amazing. Just amazing.
His value to the community.
Yeah, he was. We
Okay, we're good. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, okay. Okay,
You were talking too much. He cut you off. Our producer cut you off.
Actually,
He's done.
shut the fuck up.
we're all good now. It was actually the computer that was telling you to shut up.
Well, better something than something. But anyway, Madeline's customers believed in what she was doing and helped fund her to get and open up the menagerie. Well, when we opened up the VIP, we were just beer and wine. Well, she was full alcohol and just all that kind of stuff. So it's like we struggled like that for about 4 years. But we survived. I mean, we were just busy just because there were so many places that so many people, gay people can go to. So we just got customers, and then we got regular customers, and then they would come in and drink the beers, and then they drink this new beer that came out, or ale, is called Zima. And boy, I got hooked on Zimas. But anyway, so then we had a customer. I'm going to say his name because he's passed. I will say his name, but our podcast is only going to talk about first names. But for a person that's passed, I can say his name. Bill Ford was a customer that came in, and his family's prominent, but he respected us so much, and he said to us, I will upfront you the money to get your liquor license. Now, this is coming from a customer. So again, I'm just saying it's like when you open up a business that has a passion and that has a worthiness, customers come in and they believe in you. So anyway, so Bill was talking to Bob, and then he says, okay, you got to talk to Cal because he does all the finances. And I said, okay, Bill, if you upfront this money, I will pay you double. You can't get that from the banks. You can't get that in anything. And I promise you, I will pay you double back what you invest. And you want to know something? He did that. We got our liquor license. I paid him back in 3 months. Now, since he passed and all that kind of stuff, I'm just going to say it still wouldn't happen without someone else. So this podcast is really about when you have terrible things happen to you and you feel so out of it, you gotta talk to people. You gotta talk to someone. You just got to. because life is so much more valuable than what you can do for yourself. Because if you don't start from yourself, God help you, because we had a loss. And that's it on our greatest accomplishment as a couple being together, Bob and I.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. And next time, we're going to bring on our very first guest. So we're looking very forward to that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it too, because this person that we're bringing on is amazing accomplishment. I've gone through difficulties, but still has laughter in her life. And she's amazing, and we know her very well.
We can't wait.
Because she tells the truth just like we do.
If you are experiencing painful thoughts or are in need of support, please reach out to someone. Your mental well-being is important to us. Mental health services are free and available to you. You have value and you are worthy of kindness and help. Reach out and talk. For 24/7 free and confidential assistance, call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988, or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-8255.